Good morning, bit of a different one for you today. Fishing actually from the car. Yeah, turned up here, northerly wind, absolutely bitter, and I thought, well, I'm the only one on here, what's the point in getting all the gear out? So I've literally just got the rods, the net, I left my cradle in here, just when I catch them, I've just got my tackle box and bait out, and that is pretty much it. I've had one liner on the left rod so far. I'm just fishing really light bait today, just with a bit of crumb and a few sort of bits and bobs. One rod's on a Goods Baits NME wafter. That's on the right hand rod near the snag where I had that 23 pounder before, and the one I've got in the middle again, that's over the NME crumb, bit of the liquid, and also I've put a fan wafter on that one in yellow. Last time me and Lee turned up here, we found that last time anyway, they're preferable to a yellow bait. So I mean, we've got all day. I mean, it gets dark a bit later now, doesn't it? About 5 o'clock or half 5. So we'll fish till then. I'll turn the camera around and I'll just show you the rods in the wind. I say this wind is bitter. Well, there we go. There's the rods. So in their normal position where I normally have them anyway. So there's the island. You'll see the car door in a minute, so I don't want to go too far around, but yeah, that wind is absolutely bitter. I've got the car kind of with the boot against the wind, so to speak. I did have the boot open earlier on while I was getting the gear out, and the wind was cutting through the car and it was absolutely freezing. So I thought, I'll shut the boot, just get the minimal gear out. Then it gives me less to pack away later on. So we'll leave that there for now, and hopefully next time you see me with a fish, I'll do a bit on kind of bait later on as well. So I've gone over to Goods Baits now. I was with them for about, well, I'd say 15, 20 odd years ago, and then I sort of went off the website, didn't really hear a great deal about it, and then I think last year sometime, Wayne relaunched it. He's got his own website as well. So that's an awesome bait. The new one's the NME, which is the nut and maple essence. Absolutely lovely bait, that one. And then the other one is the Fam, which is the one I used about 15 years ago, which is a fruit and malted milk. There is some other ones in the range now as well. You've got the garlic Fam, so it's the fruit and malted milk with a bit of garlic in it. You've also got Task, which is tuna and spicy krill. So I probably use that one more in the summer. So I'm more of a nut bait kind of person, me, but we can always give it a go. And I believe there's one that's now being made, if you like, which will go out to testers and stuff before it gets launched. So yeah, exciting times. So I'll show you the bait and that later on. So I'm waffling now, so we'll catch you later. Well, it's 11 o'clock, so I thought I'd just have a wind in, sort of change things up a little bit. So it's about 11, it's time now, it's half 11. So I thought I'd just have a bit of a recast. So I just thought I'd go through what I'm using, so pretty much standard stuff. So that's the Thinking Anglers lead-free leader. Stopper bead, as you know. That's an Evolved Tackle run rig system with a small lead. I think that's only about a 2 ounce one. Hook link wise, that's the Atomic Tackle jelly wire. There is the OMC putty to balance the wafter out. On there is the Atomic Tackle grabber hook. That's my favourite pattern of hook with Atomic Tackle. On a Ronnie setup, and that is with a Goods Baits NME yellow wafter. On this time, I'm gonna, rather than putting out, well, I will put some bait out with it. I just thought to myself, I'll make up a stick mix. So it's got a little little stick mix there. I will side hook that on, as that water is going to be cold. I don't really want to put it on the knot and then leave the knot kind of on my hook. So I'll put it out there pretty much like that. Obviously that will dissolve. Now in there, Goods Baits have a PVA bag mix. I sometimes add this to my like I'm doing a boilie mix up, I normally soak them in water, so I wash them out a bit. Put the, I've got some liquid in there, I won't bother getting that out, but I've got some liquid that I can douse over them. I'm going to put this over the top as well, so then you've got kind of a crummy, it's got a little pellet in there, powders, lots of attractors in there. And what I find this time of year, sort of little bait, maximum smell, and lots of liquid is what I generally do. So in that, obviously that's in its dry form, so I'll spit my words out. So I mean, that's the fan one, and that's the drips. So in there you can either, I mean, I've been putting that over my hook bait, put that in the stick mix as well. Again, loads of attractors in there. I think the more liquid you have this time of year, the better. That's my take on it all. So let's get it out there. This one's going on the tree line, and we'll do the other one in a second. I was putting out my right hand rod, but for whatever reason that didn't record, so just thought I'd get this one in. So this one will be going in the middle. So I've literally just put a little mesh bag on, so with that mix out on there with the goods baits bag of mix with a small pellet in, put that in the matching enemy drips, soak that in there. And then in the middle there, all I've done is put a little bit of freebies in there, sort of 5 or 6 bits and bobs of the enemy bottom baits. And side boot's gone all over the place because of that wind. Yeah, and that PVA stick, that should be enough just for a bite, shall we say. So we'll drop that short because I had a liner on that earlier on. So if we go about there, let that drop. A nice solid drop there. Right, we'll take it off film, go back to the car, probably put the kettle on, and maybe show you the rest of the bait I've got. It's in a bit. Just thought I'd go through the kind of the baits. I did mention it earlier on. I've just been sitting in the car warming up a bit because it is cold, and I think it's only going to get colder up until now, until obviously we go home. So there isn't much to it really. It's just a bit of the odds and sods, different colour baits, etc. So first one there is that's the drips in the enemy. That's good for your stick mixers. I've put it on my hook baits as well. Yeah, basically, if I've got solid bags as well, you can put it in your solid bags. It complements the hook baits really well. So I've got that. What they do at Goods is they you can have, don't get me wrong, you can just get the single coloured pots, but they do multicoloured pots. You get yellow, whites, and washed out pinks. What's that one? That's the fam. They're the wafters. I wanted the barrels, but I got the round ones instead, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter. They're the barreled enemy wafters. So again, pink, white, and yellow. I have put some of that drips that I just showed you. I'll put that on top of those just to give them a bit of a top up, if you like. They smell absolutely amazing. So yeah, they're the enemy wafters. So this is the bag mix I was talking about. So that's the enemy one. So that's powder and small pellet. So obviously you put some of that drips in there, get decent consistency, you can make decent bags with it. Like I say, I do tip it over top of boilies as well. I normally wash my boilies out, put some of the liquid on that I'll show you in a moment, and tip some of this on top. I used it in my last session when I went to Marsh Trail. So that probably leaves a nice like cloudy, slushy kind of mix over your baited rig. yeah, they're the fruit and malt milks again. So they're little 10ml white ones. That's the drips again in the fruit and malt milk. So that's a red one that smells really nice. It's kind of like not potent, but it smells a bit like the old Richworth Tutti Fruities. So that's very nice. They are the yellow, yeah, so they're the nut and maple extract pop-ups in yellow. So you can get them in, I think it's 19ml, 15ml or 10ml, up to you. Got the hook bait, sorry, the hard hooker, sorry, that's the fan one. So I've got a bit of a coating on them, so that's the fan, as I say. Same in the NME, just the hard hookers. Use them obviously as your hook bait. That is the FAM PVA bait, which I used a bit of that as well. Probably using a lot more of that when it gets warmer. And then these are brilliant. These are what I'm going to rehydrate the baits with, and then when you're fishing, I'm going to tip it over the bait that you're putting in. So that's PVA friendly as well. Give it a nice little glug over top of your hook baits and your free food, and the jobs are good. And so that's all I've got at this said moment in time. I say there isn't a great deal more really. So you've got the bucket deals, you've got the larger pellets in sort of 4 or 5ml if you want to have sort of main feed pellets instead of bag mix pellets. Like I say, there is more bait coming out. I didn't want to make it as a bait plug, but I'll just show you what I had. Visit goodsbaits.co.uk on there. Also, if you do go on the website, they also do competition. So if you didn't want to buy some outright for a small amount, you can sort of get deals, sort of get gift vouchers on there per pound, and they don't basically draw them, if you like, until all the tickets are sold. What else you got? You got bait deals on there as well with the goods bags. Even got fishing gear on there as well. I did one the other day with RX Plus alarms. I think there was at the moment there's a Barrow on there. Yeah, so just have a look on there. I'll say £1 or £2. They're not drawn until the tickets are ran out, so to speak. Have a look, and best of luck. I've pretty much come to the end of the session now. I've tried everything I possibly could in my power to try and get a bite. I left the one in the middle, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I've been dotting the right-hand rod around quite a bit. What I did was, when that wind was strong, has eased up a bit now, there's only one flat spot, if you like, or flatter water, if you like, over on that margin where I was fishing on the snag line. So I thought if them fish had any chance, maybe they might be holding up where the water was a little calmer. So it was pretty much the same line as where I was on the tree line, but just a bit further. I think it's just slightly shallower water, but you never know until you try, do you? So I think, to be honest with you, that will be it. I'm now starting to clear my gear away, so I didn't have a great deal out anyway. Just cleared all my kettle out and put the kettle away, and all the bits and bobs. Just got basically my rods left now and the alarms to put away early. So we'll give it till last knockings. You never know, we might still be in with the fish. But if not, I will catch you again. If you could like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. I know I'm not sort of doing weekly videos. It's because half the time it's either by the time I've got fishing and stuff, I just can't be bothered sometimes. I know that's not really the attitude to have. I say many a times where I've wanted to do it, I haven't bothered, and then I've caught a fish at the end of the trip. So I thought I'll do one today anyway. Obviously these will be getting more sort of regular as time goes on. I also want to get my days off. Obviously we get more fish action just on day sessions in the summer. Obviously I've got my annual leave to go as well. I'm planning on doing my first kind of nights out, if you like, come April. At the moment, still don't know where I'm going, but it's looking as though it's more than likely to be melting. Haven't fished there for about 15-20 years. I know a lot of the goods baits guys are fishing there at the moment, so the bait that's going in, well, say the bait that I've shown you is like natural bait going in there, so there's quite a few people using it. So we'll leave that for now. So if you could like and subscribe. For some reason subscribers aren't going up. I know at the moment, again, I guess you guys aren't subscribing because I'm not kind of engaging enough, if you like. If you just want to put a comment, whether it's good or bad, leave me a comment and just say what you think you might want to see, what I'm doing wrong, what you'd like to see more of. Obviously it is a learning curve. I only started, say, a couple of winters ago. I think we're now on video 15, 16, something like that. So any comments would be grateful. More subscribers the better as well, so likes, comments, all helps with the channel. We'll catch you later, guys, and remember, get on the goods and just add your watercraft. Well, you couldn't make it up. I was just about to reel both the rods in, as you can see, because it's now getting dark, so hopefully you'll be able to see this. Had a single beep on the right hand rod on a couple, and I don't think I realised what was going on that, obviously on the light lead, on the free run lead, and just went and sort of ticked away. Didn't think it really knew it was hooked, to be honest with you. But anyway, it's a blank saver, so nothing monstrous, but this time of year anything's welcome, so I'll see that as a result. I was on an enemy enemy yellow wafter. Just quickly show you the other side. There's the other side. I'll try and get a quick pick of it. We'll get back and then we'll get on the road and go home, and then we'll catch you on the next one. See you soon, guys.